is what we learned firstly. And then we moved on to getting to know people more, how we can describe people by asking questions and answering those questions as well properly, not just randomly answering the questions, but answering the question in such a way so that the information that is necessary to give out for that question, we can give it through the answer. So that was this activity. The first activity was done by questioning about Erica Nordstrom, whom we got to know. We got more information about Erica through answering these questions that were given in the first activity. Then, moving on to our next activity, here, whatever we learned from the first activity, in our second activity, we did practically. So before we to the question answer part, we introduced ourselves as well, right? After listening to Erica Nordstrom's introduction, we tried and introduced ourselves to everyone, just like Erica did, giving such some information that are sometimes very necessary. Okay, so in our second activity here, we questioned our partners or our classmates here. We questioned about some relative of theirs and they answered about their relative, they described their relative using these phrases that are given in the box. So these phrases that we can see, these are some very useful phrases that can be used anytime about many people, very commonly used phrases. So we used these phrases and we described any of our relative or our friend or our daughter, son, anyone. And we also learned how to question others to learn more about their description, right? So this was the first page, and these were the lessons learned from the first page. Moving on to our next page, that is this here. In the first page, we learned about describing people, and in the second page, we started learning to describe a place. So we did the first activity of this page, that is activity 3. Here we learned how to describe our home. So here as well, we saw that there were certain questions given and we had to pick the correct answer that was given. There are two answers given here. So we have to pick the appropriate one, the suitable one according to the question. So we did that and we learned how to answer the question appropriately while describing our home. So let's jump into it again. Let's start with Miss Ima. Could you please assist me in this activity so that everyone can see what we did last class? So I will be asking you the questions. You give me the answers, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so first question, what's your apartment like?
It's modern and very comfortable.
Good. Number 2, how big is it?
It's about 90 square meters.
Good. Number 3, how many bedrooms are there?
There are two doubles and a single. One has a in suite shower.
Okay, no. So here, these are two answers. So the appropriate one is
Two doubles and a
two
single.
doubles and a single. So this is the correct answer. Yes.
Okay.
Right. Number 4, what size is the kitchen?
4 meters by 2.
Good. Number 5, which floor is it on?
The fourth floor.
The fourth floor. Good. Number 6, which part of town is it in?
It's near a bus stop.
No, it's north of the river because we're talking about the part of the town. So it's in the north of the river. Okay? Okay, good. Number 7, how far is it to your work?
Just a 5-minute cycle ride.
Just a 5-minute cycle ride. Good. Great. Thank you so much, Miss Ima. So that is the activity that we did and completed last class. And this was where we wrapped up. So we just saw what we learned last class. Now let's listen to this conversation about Erica. So we got to know about Erica in our first lesson. And here we got to know about Erica's home. So she was being interviewed by someone, and Erica was answering how her home is. So let's listen to the audio, their conversation that they had about describing Erica's home.
1.3 Describing places. 1.
What's your apartment like?
It's modern and very comfortable.
2.
How big is it?
About 90 square meters.
3.
How many bedrooms are there?
2 doubles and a single.
Jin,
Oh, 4 meters by 2.
5.
which floor is it on?
The 4th floor.
6.
Which part of town is it in?
It's north of the river.
7.
How far is it to your work?
Just a 5-minute cycle ride.
Okay, so this was the audio about the conversation that is given here. Now, what I'd like to do is, I would like Mr. Khurshid, could you please answer the questions again that I will be asking you and pick the answers from here, the appropriate ones, and give it to me. Okay, Mr. Khurshid?
Okay, miss. Try to.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, number 1, what's your apartment like?
Apartment like fifth floor.
Okay, so the task is there are 2 questions given here. Sorry, 2 answers given here. Okay, 2 options. So this is the first option, this is the second option. There's a slab in between. What you have to do is you have to pick one of the answers that is more appropriate and you have to answer that. Okay, so you have to understand the question and pick the correct answer from here. Got it, Mr. Khurshid?
Okay.
Okay, so what's your apartment like?
Apartment like fifth floor. I am like fourth floor.
Okay, sir, you did not understand. You can ask the question to Mr. Islam Ashik. He will give the answer and that will clear your confusion. Okay, Mr. Islam Ashik, could you please give the answers to Mr. Khurshid? Mr. Khurshid asked these questions. What's your apartment like? How is it? How big is it? These questions, ask these to Mr. Islam Ashik. Yes, start, Mr. Khurshid. Okay, no problem. Okay, it's okay, Mr. Khurshid, it's okay. You follow the class, you'll get in track. No problem.
Okay.
Mr. Sajidul? Mr. Sajidul, hello? I think you cannot hear me. No problem. Mr. Islam Ashik, I'll ask you the questions, you give me the answers. What's your apartment like?
It's modern and very comfortable.
Very good. How big is it?
It's about 90 square meters.
Very good. Number 3, how many bedrooms are there?
Two doubles and a single.
Great. Number 4, what size is the kitchen?
4 meters by 2.
Good. Which floor is it on?
It's on the first floor.
Very good. Number 6, which part of town is it in?
It's north of the river.
Great. Number 7, how far is it to your work?
Just 5 minutes cycle ride.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Islam Ashik. Okay, now Mr. Farooq. Mr. Farooq, could
Yes,
you please
ma'am.
give me the answers? I will be asking you the questions. Do give me the answers, please. Number 1, what's your apartment like?
It's modern and very comfortable.
Good. Number 2, how big is it?
About 90 square meters.
Great. Number 3, how many bedrooms are there?
2 doubles and a single.
Great. Number 4, what size is the kitchen?
4 meters by 2.
Number 5, which floor is it on?
The 4th floor.
Very good. Number 6, which part of town is it in?
It's north of the river.
Very good. Number 7, how far is it to your work?
Just a 5-minute cycle ride.
Very good. Excellent work, Mr. Farooq. Thank you so much. Mr. Farooq, could you please ask these questions to Mr. Sajidul? Mr. Sajidul, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Go on, Mr. Farooq. Continue.
What's your apartment like?
Can I answer based on these questions?
Yes,
Yes.
the answers that are given here, you
Okay.
have to select
Okay.
from here.
What's
Okay.
your apartment like?
It's modern and very comfortable.
Good.
How big is it?
About 90 square meters.
How many bedrooms are there?
To double and a single.
What size is the kitchen?
4 meters by 2.
Which floor is it on?
The 4th floor.
Which part of town is it on?
It's north of the river.
How far is it to your work?
Just 5 minutes cycle ride.
Thank
Great
you.
work. Thank you, both of you. Thank you, Mr. Farooq and Mr. Sajidul. So Mr. Sajidul seemed very prepared. He was very abrupt with his answers. Well done. Okay, so that was great work, all of you who participated. Now that we have an idea how we can question about getting some information about a place, specifically a home, and as well the how we can answer the questions appropriately, we will move on to our next activity, that is our fourth activity. Here, just like before, just like the last lesson that we did last class, that we describe people on our own way by answering some questions and asking some questions. Same way, we will be doing it regarding a place, or to be more precise, our home. The place where we live, we will be describing that place by asking questions. Others will be asking questions, and you will be answering those questions according to the place or according to the home that you live in. Okay? So, what I would suggest is, just like before, you will please choose the words or phrases, these words or phrases that are given here in this box. You choose these when you're describing your home. So these to make it easier for you, you have to ask these questions that are given in the box that we just answered, the questions 1 to 7, and you will answer these questions according to your home. So you will describe your home when these questions are being asked. Okay, is it clear? Everyone? Or should I say it again? More clear. Okay, so one of you, yes, anyone saying anything? Okay, so one of you will be asking these questions that we just practiced. Question number 1 to 7. And the other person will be answering these questions, describing your home, okay? Not Erica's home that we just did. So you will describe your own home by using these phrases and words that are given in this box, okay? So the box or phrase, so the words or phrases are: in a modern block, a great view of, enormous, noisy, a balcony, ground floor, in a quiet tree-lined road, a tiny garden needs decorating. So these are the phrases that are given for ideas so that it's easy for you to answer and use these answers. Mr. Kasser, please stop marking on the screen, please. Do not mark on the screen, please. So prepare yourself, take 1 minute time and prepare yourself for the answers that you will be giving. And then I will make pairs and you will be asking questions and answering. Okay? Take 1 minute time to prepare yourself. Okay, I guess you all are ready now. So let's start with Mr. Sajidul. Could you please answer me? Describe your home, and I will be asking you the questions. What's your apartment like? Or what's your home like?
It's look like in a modern block.
So it is in a modern block. So how is it? Describe it how it is. Is it spacious or is it small? How is it?
Uh, uh, it's a medium size and looks a great view.
Okay, so it has a great view. Very good. How big is it?
It's around 1100 square
Great.
feet.
How many bedrooms are there?
3 bedrooms.
Okay. What size is the kitchen?
Around 10 by 2 square feet.
Okay. Which floor is it on?
It's 5th floor.
It's on the fifth floor. Good. Which part of town is it in?
It's besides Dhaka cantonment.
Okay, great. It's beside Dhaka cantonment. Number 7, the last one, that is, how far is it to your work?
It's just around 2 minutes walking distance.
Okay, so it is a 2-minute walk. Very good. Well done, Mr. Sajidul. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now, Mr. Islam Ashik, could you please answer me? What's your home like or apartment like?
It's in a modern block.
Sorry, you were not clear, sir. Could you repeat?
It's in a modern block.
So it's in a modern block. Okay, so it's when you're saying it's in a modern block, it is the location. Okay, you're talking about the location, but the question is, what's your apartment like? So how does it feel? How is it? Is it big? Is it small? Is it comfortable? Is it nice? Describe it in that way. Okay, so what's your home like, or what's your apartment like?
Uh, it's
You can use your own words as well, sir. No problem. It's okay.
okay. No, I want to use it's modern, very comfortable.
Okay, same thing that is given. Okay, but try the other answers by yourself. Okay. So number 2, how big is it?
It's 1200.
It's 400 square feet. Very good. How many bedrooms are there?
There are one double and 3 sinks.
Great. What size is the kitchen?
It's 5 meters by 3.
Great. Which floor is it on?
It's on second floor.
7th floor. Which part of town is it in? Second floor. Okay, second floor. Sorry. Which part of town is it in?
It's the middle of the town. Downtown.
It's in the center of the town. Okay. How far is it to your work? Sorry.
It's near to my workplace, but it takes 3 to 5 minutes in a while. Walking.
Oh, great. So it's quite near to your workplace, and it takes 5 to 7 minutes when walking, right? Great. Good answer. Very good, Mr. Islam Ashik. Thank you so much. Okay, Miss Ima, are you there? No, she's not sure. Okay, no problem. So what I would like you to do is, Mr. Sajidul, could you ask Mr. Farooq the questions, please?
Yeah, sure. Hi, Mr. Farooq. How are you?
Fine. And you?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Are you ready to answer the questions?
Great. That is a
Yes.
very good start. Very good.
Okay. What's your
Okay,
apartment
start.
like?
Very modern and beautiful.
Excellent.
Okay.
How big is it?
1050 square feet.
Okay.
Good.
How many bedrooms are there?
3 doubles and a single.
Great.
What size is the kitchen?
Uh, 6 meter by 3.
Good.
Which floor is it on?
5th floor.
Okay. Which part of the town is it on? So which part of the town is it in?
Good.
South at Uttara in Dhaka.
It is
South of
on the
Dhaka?
south of Uttara, or
Uttara.
it is in the south of Dhaka. Good. Good.
How far is it your work?
Uh, 10 or 15 minutes by car.
10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, so it takes 10 to 15 minutes to go by car. Very good. Thank you, Mr. Farooq and Mr. Sajidul. Great work. Okay, so now, Mr. Farooq, could you please ask Mr. Kausar the questions, and Mr. Kausar would give you the answers about your home, about his home, sorry.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Fine. What's your apartment like?
I like a number of significant apartment, and but my most of like
No, Mr.
apartment,
Kausar, the question is not,
modern
Mr.
apartment.
Kausar, listen to me. The question is not what type of apartment you like. The question means what is your apartment like? What is your home like? How is your home? That is what you have to answer.
What's your apartment like?
Yes,
I
Mr.
love,
Kausar.
yes, ma'am. I love modern building apartment, and
Your apartment is modern and comfortable?
comfortable me.
How big is it?
Okay, how big is it?
It's about 70 square meter.
Good.
How many bedrooms are there?
There are 6 bedroom in my house.
Very good. Next.
What size is the kitchen?
It's 4 meters by 4.
Okay, it's 4 by 4. Good. Number 5.
Which floor is it on?
The floor 7.
It is on the 7th floor.
Which part of town? Which part of town is it in?
It is nearby. It is nearby government hospital.
Okay, so
How
it
far
is
is
near
it?
the government hospital.
How far is it to your work?
Just a 2-minute cycle ride.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well done, Mr. Farooq and Mr. Kausar. Now, Mr. Kausar, please ask the questions to Mr. Khurshid.
Hello,
Hello.
sir. Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, I ask you
And are you?
question.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, I am fine. First question, what apartment like?
My apartment beautiful and comfortable.
Thank you. How big is it?
How big is it? It is 102, 1,200 square feet.
Thank you. Next question. How many bedrooms are there?
2 bedroom and a single 2 bedroom and a single bedroom.
Yes.
Good.
What size is the kitchen?
Uh, what's I? Eight, 8 by 6 meters.
Thank you. What
Great.
floor is it on?
It is fourth floor.
Thank you. Which
It's on
part
the fourth
of
floor. Good.
town is it in?
It is nearby Nabisco bus stand.
Okay, good.
Wonderful. How far is it to your work?
Like 5 minutes walk way.
Very good.
Thank you,
So
sir.
it
Thank
is
you.
a 5 minute walk away. Very good. Thank you so much, Mr. Kausar and Mr. Khorshid. Now, Mr. Khorshid, you asked these questions to Mr. Shaheen.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Mr. Sain.
Yes,
How are you?
how are you? I'm fine, and you?
Okay, thank you. Uh,
Yes, start, Mr. Khorshid.
what your apartment like?
What's your apartment like?
What's your apartment like?
Yes, Mr. Shahinur? Answer, Mr. Khorshid, please.
Hello.
Mr. Shahinur?
Yes,
Please answer,
I'm
What's
here.
your
Mr.
apartment?
Khorshid. He
What's
asked
your
you.
apartment like?
It's modern and very comfortable.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
How big is it?
It's
How big?
about 80 square meter.
Okay, thank you. How many bedrooms are there?
Two doubles and a single.
Thank you.
Mr. Shahinur, you describe your own home, okay? Don't give the answers from here. You give your own answer. Describe
Okay,
your
okay.
own house, okay?
Okay.
What size is the kitchen?
There was no kitchen at all.
There's no kitchen at your house?
Yes, it's a lodging
Oh,
house.
okay, that's why. Okay. Okay,
Which
next,
part
which
of
floor is it on?
your of town is it?
It's in central of a town, Savar.
So
How
it
far
is
is it?
in the center part of Savar. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
How far is it your work?
It is 5 minutes on
Walkway.
walkway.
Okay, so it is a 5 minute walk away. Very good. Thank you so
Okay,
much,
thank
Mr.
you.
Khorshid and Mr. Shaheen. Well done, all of you. All of you did great. So from here, we learned how we can describe our home or a place, right? So from these two activities, what did we learn? We learned how to properly ask question to get some information about a place, also how we can answer or give out information or how we can describe a place with suitable words and suitable descriptions, right? So this was the part where we learned how to describe a place. Moving on, we can move on to our next activity where up until now we described people, we described places. Now we can describe things, right? So we will see our next activity is about describing things. So here, what we are going to talk about is Erica's new MacBook. So up until now, from the very beginning, we got introduced to Erica, we got to know about Erica, we described Erica, it was all about Erica, right? So even now, the last activity that we just did, it was about Erica's home. Now it is about Erica's things. So what is it, the thing? The thing is a new MacBook. So a gadget that we're going to talk about that belongs to Erica. So what we have to do here is, here are certain questions and answers given, but the questions that are given are incomplete. there are certain blanks given here. These are the blanks that need to be filled by the words given in the box. So we have already clues given that need to be picked up and put in the boxes accordingly. So the questions that are here that make sense, and after completing these questions, we will get to know how Erica's new MacBook is. So we will get the description of Erica's new MacBook. So that is how we will learn how we can question about things and how we can get information about that certain thing that we're talking about, right? And it's the opposite way as well. We will also get to know how we can answer to those questions correctly, appropriately, with certain proper details. So here, describing things, the questions are given, there are answers given. The first one has been done for us. That is, what dash is it? Question is, what dash is it? Answer is, it's a MacBook. So the blank that was given, the answer is, what make is it? So we oftentimes ask, what brand is it, right? So it is the same. What make is it and what brand is it is the same question. It means the same. So we can also say, what make is it instead of asking, what brand is it? Okay. So what make is it? It's a MacBook. Same way we have to fill in the next blanks that are given in each question by using the words from the box. So take 1 minute time, prepare yourself, and then we'll get into discussing the answers together, okay? So I'll clear the page so that it's easier for you. So take 1 minute time and prepare. I would, one more time, I would like to request all of you who haven't still turned on your cameras, please do, because it's easier to communicate when your cameras are turned on. See, Miss Ima, Mr. Islam Ashik, Mr. Sajidul, they have their cameras on from the very beginning. So that's great. That is what we appreciate. And the rest of you, if you could please, that would be great. Okay, I hope all of you are prepared. Let's start. So as I just said, the first one has already been done for you. So the second one is, what's this button dash? It turns it on. So Mr. Islam Ashik, could you please give me the answer to number 2?
Yes. What is button for?
Very good. What's this button for? It turns it on. Yes, number 3, Mr. Sajidul, could you please read it and tell me the answer?
How long is the battery life?
How long is the battery life? And what is the answer given?
About 9 hours.
Very good. About 9 hours. Okay, next, number 4, Miss Ima. Please give me the answer to number 4.
How much does it weigh?
How much does it weigh? So the spelling is WEIGH. There's no T in the end. So it is how much does it weigh? Very good. What is the answer given?
It's really light, 0.9 kg.
Very good. Excellent. Okay, number 5, Mr. Farooq. Please answer number 5. Mr. Farooq?
Answer 5. What size is
Yes.
it? Is it?
Very good. What size is it and what is the answer?
It's got
It's just
a 12-inch screen and it's very slim.
slim. Very good. Excellent work. Okay, number 6, Mr. Shahinur.
Yes.
Number 6, give me the answer to number 6.
How much?
Good.
How much memory has it got?
And the answer is?
And the answer is 16 gigabytes.
Very good. How much memory has it got? 16 gigabytes. Very good. Okay, number 7, Mr. Khurshid.
Long fast is it?
Long fast is it? No.
Oh,
We do not start any question with long. Can we? No. We use long to describe something. Can anyone answer this? Mr. Kausar, can you answer number 7?
How fast is it?
Very good, Mr. Kausar. How fast is it? Very good. Okay. Well tried, Mr. Khurshid. Well tried. So it's much faster than my PC. Last one, number 8, Mr. Monirul. Could you answer the last one? Dash, is it? Yes, Mr. Monirul? Mr. Monirul, could you please answer the last one? Okay, we cannot hear you. Maybe you're having some technical issue. No problem. The last one can be answered.
Can I tell
Yes,
me
of course, Mr. Farooq. Yes, go on. Last one.
whose is it?
Very good.
It's
And the
mine.
answer is very good. Excellent work. Whose is it? It's mine. Well done, everyone. So now that we got the answers, the correct ones, so the first one has been done for us. First one was, what make is it? It's a MacBook. Number 2, what's this button for? It turns it on. Number 3, how much or how long is the battery life? About 9 hours. Number 4, how much does it weigh? It's really light, 0.9 kg. Number 5, what size is it? It's got a 12-inch screen and it's very slim. Number 6, how much memory has it got? 16 gigabytes. Number 7, how fast is it? It's much faster than my PC. Number 8, whose is it? It's mine. So these were the answers that all of you could correctly answer. Well done. Now I would pair you up and one of you will be asking the questions and the other person will be reading out or saying the answers that are given here. Okay, so I would like to start with Mr. Shahinur and Mr. Kausar. Mr. Kausar, please ask the questions to Mr. Shahinur.
Assalamualaikum. Kausar bhaiya.
Assalamualaikum. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready to answer you.
What is it?
What
It's
make is
MacBook.
it?
It's a MacBook.
Good. Number 2, Mr. Kausar.
What's this button?
What's this button for?
It turns
Hello?
on.
This button.
Good. Good. It turns it on. Number 3. Yes, Mr. Kausar.
Okay. How dash is
How long?
Say the word. Say the full question. How long is the battery life? Say the full question. Ask the full question. Mr. Kausar.
how long is
The battery life.
About 9 hours.
Good. Number 4. Okay, I think Mr. Kausar.
does it
Wait. Yes. Mr.
It's
Shahinur, how much?
very light, 0.9 kg.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Shahinur and Mr. Kausar. Thank you. Now, what I would like Mr. Shahinur to do is Mr. Shahinur ask these questions to Miss Ima. Okay, so Miss Ima is not here. Mr. Shahinur ask these questions to Mr. Khurshid.
Okay.
5 to 8, okay?
Okay.
Okay, start.
Hello, Khurshid. Hi.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Mr.
I'm
Shahinur, start.
question number 5. What size is it?
It is 12-inch screen.
It's got a 12-inch screen and read the whole answer, please.
A 12-inch screen and very slim.
Good.
Okay.
Next.
Number 6. How much memory has it got?
It is memory 16 GB.
Good.
Gigabytes. Okay. Number 7. How fast is it?
It is faster than my PC.
Okay. Number 8.
Much faster. Okay.
Whose is it?
It's very nice and very slim.
Whose is it?
Whose is it? Read the answer that is given here. Whose is it means who does it belong to? It's mine. That's what's written. Yes. Good. Thank you, Mr. Khurshid and Mr. Shahinur. Now, I would like Mr. Farooq. Could you please answer these questions to Mr. Sajidul? Mr. Sajidul, ask the questions to Mr. Farooq.
Hello. Hi, Farooq. How are you?
Fine. What about you?
Alhamdulillah. Are you ready to answer the questions?
Yes.
Okay. What's this button for?
It's a MacBook.
Start,
What's
Mr.
this
Sajidul,
button
number
for?
1.
Okay.
Mr. Sajidul, start from number
Okay.
1.
Okay. What make is it?
It turns it on.
Mr.
Questions
Farooq,
1.
number 1.
Questions
Number
1.
1. Yes. Question number 1.
What make is it?
Oh, sorry. It's a MacBook.
Good.
What's this button for? Question 2.
It turns it on.
Okay. How long is the battery life?
About 9 hours.
How much does it weigh?
It's really light. 0.9 kg.
Okay.
Good.
What size is it?
0.9 kg.
Good.
What size is it?
It's got a 12-inch screen and it's a very slim.
Very good.
It's very
Oh.
slim.
How much memory has it got?
16 gigabytes.
Okay.
Great.
How fast is it?
It's much faster than my PC.
Whose is it?
It's mine.
Very good. Excellent work. Thank you both of you, Mr. Sajidul and Mr. Farooq. Now that we just completed our activity and we filled in these blanks of these questions, we can now hear to the actual conversation that Erica had with her interviewer or whoever was asking her the questions. Let's listen to their conversation so that we can improve our listening skills, as well as we can also listen to the pronunciations of certain words which might be pronounced wrongly by us. Okay, so let's listen very carefully.
1.4 Describing things. 1.
What make is it?
It's a MacBook.
2.
What's this button for?
It turns it on.
3.
How long is the battery life?
About 9 hours.
4.
How much does it weigh?
It's really light. 0.9 kilograms.
5.
What size is it?
It's got a 12-inch screen and it's very slim.
6.
How much memory has it got?
16 gigabytes.
7.
How fast is it?
It's much faster than my PC.
8.
Whose is it?
It's mine.
Okay, so this was the audio or the conversation that actually happened here, and Erica spoke about or described her MacBook. So there's another good part of listening to these audios or the conversations that we are just reading is that when we are, firstly, that I said it's good for our listening skills, we're improving our listening skills. Another thing is that we get to listen to their tone of talking. So when we are answering some questions or even questioning someone, asking someone a question, there are certain tones of asking those, right? And even the tones that we have to answer in. So by listening to their audio or their conversations, it is easier for us to catch how we can answer, the way of saying out the sentence, the intonations which we say, and how we can pronounce each word in a way that puts emphasis on some certain necessary words. Okay, you will get it after after some classes. If you did not get it yet, no problem. I'll explain it further in our classes, official classes. Okay, so moving on. Now that we completed activity 5, now I think it will be easier for you to describe some things of yours, especially gadgets, because we just spoke about her MacBook, that is her laptop. So what we can do now is that let's put our uh, lessons that we just learned into practical use, just like before. We can now talk about our gadget. That could be a laptop, that could be a phone, that could be a tablet. We will just answer these questions, exactly the questions that were asked to Erica. We will be answering these, but while describing our own gadget. Okay, so that could be a phone, that could be your laptop, that could be your iPad, that could be your tablet, whatever you're using, or it could be your PC. It could be any gadget that you're using at the moment or you have with you. So first of all, I will be pairing you up, and whoever will be questioning, first question that will be is that what gadget are you using? So in that way, it will be clear to us which gadget that person is talking about, okay? And then you can ask all these 8 questions to your partner in conversation, okay? So let's start with Mr. Shahinor and Ms. Sajidul. Mr. Shahinor, please ask the questions to Mr. Sajidul, and Mr. Sajidul will be describing his gadget to us. Okay? Mr. Shahinor, are you there?
Yes, but
Okay.
I don't understand.
You did not understand? Okay, I will explain it one more time. That is, you will have to ask these questions that we just did to Mr. Sajidul, and he will be answering these questions to you, but he will be describing his own gadget, okay? That is it. You just have to ask the questions right now. Okay, go on.
Mr. Sajidul Bhaiya,
Yes, brother.
question number 1. What make
Okay.
is it?
It's
Okay,
Samsung.
before you start, Mr. Shahinor, ask Mr. Sajidul what gadget does he have, or what gadget is he talking about? Mr. Shahinor?
Yes.
Ask Mr. Sajidul, what gadget are you talking about? Will you be talking about? Ask that.
Mr. Sajidul, what gadget are you talking about?
I'm talking about my personal gadget, which is Samsung.
Which is
Okay.
your laptop or phone? Just say that.
Okay.
What gadget?
Okay, it's phone.
Okay, your phone.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Now continue
Question
from
number
number
1.
1.
What make is it?
It's Samsung.
Good.
Okay. 2. What's this button for?
Random, any button, the side button.
Sound noise. Okay.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Mr.
Yes.
Sajidul, what's
Okay.
this button for? The side button that you have.
It's turn. It turns it on.
Okay. Yes, Mr.
Oh.
Shahinur.
How long is the battery life?
7 to 8 years.
Okay. How much does it weigh?
Around 120 gram.
Okay. Question number 5. What size is it?
6.5 inch.
Okay.
Great.
Number 6. How much memory has it got?
120 GB.
Okay.
Good.
Number 7. How fast is it?
It's comparatively much better than my PC as well.
Okay.
Great.
Number 8. Whose is it?
It's mine.
Okay, well done, Mr. Sajidul and Mr. Shahinur. Great work. Now, Mr. Sajidul,
Thank you.
could you please ask these questions to Mr. Kausar?
Yes. Hello, Kausar.
Mr. Kausar, are you ready?
Hello, Kausar.
Yes, I am ready.
Hello.
Mr. Kausar, you're lagging. I
Yes.
think you're having some internet
Are you
issue.
hearing?
How are you?
Okay, let's skip
Hello.
Mr. Kausar for now. Mr. Kausar, please fix your internet because you're lagging and we cannot hear you clearly. You keep on attending the class. You can participate in our next class, inshallah. Okay,
Yes,
sir?
I am hearing.
But
You
we cannot
understand?
hear you, Mr. Kausar. We cannot hear you. You're not clear enough. No problem. We can move to Mr. Farooq. Mr. Sajidul, you can please ask these questions to Mr. Farooq.
Hi, Mr. Farooq. Can you hear me?
Inshallah, inshallah, ma'am.
Hello, Mr. Farooq.
Continue.
Can you
Hello.
hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Which gadget are you talking about?
Sorry.
Which gadget are you talking about? Is it laptop, phone, or something else?
Laptop.
Good.
Okay. What make is it?
Samsung. It's a Samsung.
Very
Okay.
good.
What's this button for?
It turns it on.
Okay. How long is the battery life?
About 8 or 9 hours.
Good.
How much does it weigh?
It's really light, 0.6 or 0.7 kg.
Okay.
Very good.
What size is it?
It's got a 12-inch screen and it's a very slim.
Okay, so Mr. Farooq, even your laptop is has a 12-inch screen, just like the MacBook.
Sorry.
Yes. Tell us about your laptop.
It's got 10-inch screen and it's very slim.
Good. Good.
How much memory has it got?
11 gigabytes.
Great.
Okay. How fast is it?
It's much faster than your PC.
Okay.
How do you know my PC is slower than you?
Good that he
Okay.
got an
It's
idea.
okay.
He just assumed.
Just
It's
joking.
okay.
Okay. Whose is it?
Okay, last one. Whose is
It's
it?
mine.
Okay.
Good, very good. Well done, Mr. Farooq and Mr. Sajidul. That was great.
Thank you.
Okay, now we have a clear idea of how we can describe our own thing. Specifically, we just spoke about our gadget, and it's very easy. It will be very easy for us in future to talk about our gadget or anything specifically while asking questions and answering them, right? So that was about describing things. Now, moving on to our next activity is that, and I will have to say all of you performed very well. You did great while doing the conversation, even while completing the activities. So that was great. Now, moving on to our next activity. Before that, we can see here there's a grammar spot given. Here, most of the basically this is a box where we have some grammar information, grammatical information given in, in very details. But now that you don't have the book with you at the moment, we will not be going into this because we have to move to another page, that is page 144. I'll show you, I'll just give you a glimpse of it. We have to move to page 144 to get to know more about the grammars that are given here. So because you don't have the course material with you at the moment, so we'll skip it for now. But when we will be doing it in our course, in our actual classes, we will get into it, okay? So moving on to our next activity here, it is question words. Now, so throughout the last two classes, we learned how to ask questions about certain situations, about taking some information about some things that could be people, things, or places, right? So we learned how to form proper questions. Now, this is the test for you, not a test literally, but this is the activity where we can actually see whether you learned to to form questions properly or not. So what do we have to do here in this activity? We'll zoom in it a bit so that it's more clear for you. Okay, so what do we have to do here? Here, there are certain questions given. Each number has at least 3 questions in it, and it is about a certain situation, okay? So what you have to do is we have to put all the questions in one question. So see, in number 1, the questions are, do you go to the gym every day, every week, once a fortnight? So there are 3 questions regarding one situation only, okay? So what we have to do is we have to bring all these 3 questions into one question and form a certain question that is correct for the particular situation given. So what will the single question or the one question be for this whole situation? It will be, how often do you go to the gym? Which means how frequently do you go to the gym? So we are asking in all these 3 questions that are given about the times when you go, when the other person or I go to the gym. So that is, do you go to the gym every day, every week, once a fortnight? So that is the frequency that is being asked. So that is why in one question we can ask, how often do you go to the gym? Same way, this one was done for you for an example, right? The same way for the next 9 questions, 9 numbers, there are at least 3 questions given in each of the numbers. You have to understand the situation and form only one question according to the questions that are given here, so that you don't have to ask all 3 questions in that situation, but only one. So in number 2, the questions are, do you take size 40 shoes, size 42, size 44? So what will be one question that will include all these questions together? That will be something that you will right now be doing. So I'll just read out the other questions. Number 3, is your house 10 meters from the beach, 100-meter, 1 kilometer? Number 4, is your car an Audi, a BMW, a Toyota? Number 5, do you like pasta, hamburgers, spicy food? Number 6, for your sandwich, would you like white, brown, wholemeal, a roll? Number 7, do 2 of you want coffee? 4 of you? All of you? Number 8, would you prefer a vanilla ice cream, strawberry, chocolate? Number 9, is that Sam's bag, Susie's, your own? Number 10, do you go left or right for the city center or straight on? So these are the questions we or they have asked in certain situations. In one situation, there are two or three questions being asked. What we have to do is we have to put all those questions together and form one question only. Is it clear for all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Clear.
Good, thank you. So what you all will be doing now is that whatever question you are about to say, you jot it down or just note it down before you say it, or even when we are discussing it, the correct answer you put it down on your pen, on your diary or notebook, whatever you have in front of you. Because after we're done answering this activity, you will have to answer the questions that will be formed here, okay, in your own way. So write down whatever the answer you are getting or the answers that will be correct when we are discussing. Okay. So take 2 minutes time and try it on your own. Okay. Have you all prepared for the answers? I mean the questions, not the answers. Okay, let's start. So number one has been done for us. Number two, do you take size 40 shoes, size 42, size 44? So Mr. Farooq, could you please tell me what will be that one question that includes all these three questions together? Mr. Farooq? Okay, I don't think Mr. Farooq is here. We can move to Okay, Mr. Farooq is here. Yes, Mr. Farooq, could you please tell me that one question of number two that includes all the three questions in one?
What, si- what size do you need?
What size shoe do you? What is the verb that is used here?
Take.
Take.
What
Very
size
good.
do you
Excellent.
take?
What size shoe do you take? Excellent. Very good. Very good. So number two is what size shoe do you take? Everyone please write it down, okay? Because in our following activity, we have to have a conversation using these questions. So number two is what size shoe do you take? Very good, Mr. Farooq. Number three, Mr. Shahinor, could you please tell me that one question that includes all of these three questions? Is your house 10 meters from the beach? 100 meters? 1 kilometer? What will be that one question? Mr. Shahinur,
Yes.
could you please tell me that one question that includes all three questions of number 3? Is your house 10 meters from the beach, 100 meters, 1 kilometer? What will be the question?
How long far your house?
How long far? So when we are saying
How long distance far your house?
okay, well tried, well tried. You were quite there, but your formation is a bit incorrect. So the correct one will be, how far is your house from the beach? Well tried, Mr. Shahinur. So the correct question is, how far is your house from the beach? Good. Number 4, Mr. Sajidul. Is your car an Audi, a BMW, a Toyota?
What brand of your car
What
is your car?
brand is your car? Very good. Excellent. What brand is your car? Or we can also say, what make is your car? Just we learned the same meaning of brand, right? In our previous activity. So we can say, what make is your car or what brand is your car? Very good, Mr. Sajidul. Well done. Okay, next is number 5. Do you like pasta, hamburgers, spicy food? Mr. Kausar, is your internet fine now? Can you answer?
Yes. What kind
Okay.
of do you like? Do you like
Very.
food?
What kind of food do you like? Very good, Mr. Kausar. Well done. So number 5 is, what kind of food do you like? Number 6, Mr. Farooq, for your sandwich, would you like white, brown, wholemeal, or roll? What will be the question? Number 6, sorry. Mr. Farooq?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Farooq. Number 6, for your sandwich, would you like white, brown, wholemeal, or roll? What will be the question here? So let me give you a hint. So we are talking about the bread of the sandwich, okay? So a bread can be white, it can be brown, it can be wholemeal, or it can be a roll as well. So we're talking about which kind of bread that person wants. What will be the question then?
I can't.
Okay, no problem. Mr. Sajidul, can you try?
Question 6, right?
Yes, question 6.
Which color of sandwich?
Which color of,
Which
okay,
color
so
is
which kind of bread? So these are all types of breads, white, brown, wholemeal, a roll. These are all types of breads. So we are
which
asking
kind
the
is for your
kind.
which
Yes.
kind? Yeah.
Go on, go on. Say the question again.
Which kind of sandwich is
Which kind of
kind of
bread?
yes?
Bread.
Which kind of
Would you
bread would you prefer or
for
would
your
you like?
sandwich? Very good, very good. Well tried. Well tried. Which kind of bread would you like or would you prefer for your sandwich? Very good. Well tried, Mr. Sajidul. Next one, number 7 is, do 2 of you want coffee? 4 of you? All of you? Mr. Shahinur, what will be the question for number 7?
Yes.
What will be the question for number 7? Do 2 of you want coffee? 4 of you? All of you? What will be that one question for that includes all these 3 questions in it?
I can't.
Okay, no problem. Anyone else can try? Mr. Kausar, Mr. Farooq, Mr. Sajidul, anyone wants to try?
What kind of do you like coffee?
No, we're asking about how many of them want coffee. So what will be the question?
How many do you like coffee?
How many of you would like coffee?
Food like coffee,
Okay,
yes.
good. So how many of you want coffee or how many of you would like to take coffee? So because it is written 2 of you want coffee, so we will say how many of you want coffee. So number 7, The question will be, how many of you want coffee? Okay, number 8. Mr. Farooq, can you try number 8? Would you prefer a vanilla ice cream, strawberry, chocolate? What will be the question for number 8? Mr. Farooq? Okay, moving on to Mr. Shahinur. Could you do number 8?
Yes.
Go on.
What kind of ice cream do you prefer?
Very good. What kind of ice cream do you prefer? Or more specifically, it can be what flavor of ice cream would you prefer? Because the options that are given, the questions that are given, vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, these are all flavors, right? So we can ask, what flavor of ice cream would you prefer? Very good, Mr. Shiner. Well done. Okay, number 9, Mr. Sajidul. Is that Sam's bag, Susie's, your own? What would be the question?
Is it talking about bag?
Yes, a bag. A bag.
Okay.
A bag belonging to someone. So what will be the question?
What kind of bag are you belongs?
No. So we're talking about belonging, right? So which word, WH word do we use when we're talking about something belonging to someone? We use whose, right?
Okay.
So what will the question be? Can you tell me now? Is it Sam's bag? Is it Susie's bag? Is it your bag? What will be the question? Anyone else?
Yes.
Whose? Yes, Mr. Shiner?
Whose bag is this?
Very good. Excellent. Excellent work. Well tried, Mr. Sajidul. Mr. Shiner, very good. Whose bag is that? Excellent. Great. Last one. Do you go left or right for the city center or straight on? Who wants to answer this? I mean, who wants to give me the question of this? The last one?
Where do
Anyone?
you go?
Yes,
Ma'am?
yes, Mr. Farooq.
Where do
Say
you
again.
go? Where do you go?
Where
Is
do
it
you go? Where do you go? It might have been right if there weren't any specifications given here, because there is a specification here. Do you go left or right for the city center? So that person is asking for the direction to go to the city center, right? So it will be, which way do you go for the city center? Well tried, Mr. Farooq. Very good. Well tried. So they're asking about which way is correct to go to the city center. Go for the city center. Well done. Great work, all of you. Well tried, everyone. So let's listen to the questions one last time. The questions that we just formed, the single questions of each number. Let's listen to that, and then we will be having a conversation regarding those questions, okay? So let's listen carefully.
1.5 Question words. 1,
How often do you go to the gym?
2,
What size shoes do you take?
3,
How far is your house from the beach?
4,
What make is your car?
5,
What kind of food do you like?
6,
Which bread would you like for your sandwich?
7,
How many of you want coffee?
8,
What flavour ice cream would you like?
9,
Whose bag is that?
10,
Which way do you go for the city centre?
Okay, so these were the questions that we just formed from all the multiple questions of one situation. Now, I hope all of you wrote down the questions on your own, the correct ones that we just discussed, because now I would like to pair two of you together so that one of you will ask the questions and the other person will be answering the question on their own. Okay. Before in the questions we had phrases and words given that we could use for ideas, but here you have to use your own vocabulary or the words that you have in your mind and the way that you want to answer on your own. Okay, that you think is quite appropriate for the questions. So I would like to pair up Mr. Shahinur and Mr. Sajidul and Mr. Farooq and Mr. Kausar. So first, I would like Mr. Sajidul to be asking Mr. Shahinur questions 1 to 5, the questions that we just formed, the single ones, and Mr. Shahinur will be answering them by himself, okay? And
Okay.
next, after this pair is done, Mr. Farooq will be questioning Mr. Kausar will be questioning Mr. Farooq from 6 to 10 onwards, okay? Mr. Farooq and Mr. Kausar, you prepare yourself while Mr. Sajidul and Mr. Shahinur are having the conversation, okay? Okay, start Mr. Shahinur and Mr. Sajidul.
Hello, Mr. Shiner.
Yes.
How are you?
Tell me. I'm fine.
Okay. Are you ready to answer the questions?
Yes.
Okay. Question number 2.
Question number 1. Start from 1.
Okay. How often do you go to the gym?
Every
Yes,
day.
Mr. Shahinur. Give me a full sentence answer, okay? Because this is a conversation.
I
You
go to
have
the
to
gym.
answer in full sentence.
Okay. I go to the gym 2 days in a week.
Very good. Very good.
Okay. What size shoes do you take?
Very good.
I want to take the shoes of number 41.
Okay, so I take size 41 shoes.
Okay.
Say it with me after I said it. Say it so that you can correct yourself. I take size 41 shoes.
Okay.
Okay.
How far is your house from the beach?
It's 1 kilometer far from my house.
Good. Number 4.
Okay, number 4. Which color?
Which brand?
Which brand is your car?
Good.
My car brand is BMW.
Okay, great.
Great. Last one, number 5. What kind of food?
What kind of food do you like?
Good.
I like especially hamburgers.
You like hamburgers. Very good. Well done, Mr. Sajidul and Mr. Shahinur. Thank you very much. Now, moving on to Mr. Kausar and Mr. Farooq. Mr. Kausar, could you please ask questions number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 to Mr. Farooq, please? And Mr. Farooq, please answer on your own.
How are you?
Mr. Farooq, are you there? Mr. Farooq, are you there? Okay, I don't think Mr. Farooq is here. No worries. Then, Mr. Kausar, I can ask you the questions. You give me the answers of the following questions. Okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Number 6, the question is, which bread would you like for your sandwich?
I like many kind of sandwich.
No. Which kind of bread would you like for your sandwich? Would you
Love.
like white bread, brown bread?
Yes, I understand, ma'am. I love white color sandwich.
Okay, so you would like white bread for your sandwich. Okay. Number 7, how many of you want coffee?
Every day, take.
How many of you? How many people? How many of you want coffee?
4 people.
Okay, 4 of us want coffee. Good. Okay, number 8, which flavor of ice cream would you prefer?
I love strawberry ice cream.
Okay, so you would prefer strawberry flavor. Very good. Number 9. Whose bag is that?
Is it the sizes?
Susie's. So the bag is Susie's. Good. Okay, last one. Which way do you go for the city center?
It is stayed on.
Okay, so you have to go straight on for the city center. Very good, Mr. Kausar. Well done, well tried. Okay, so now that we're done with our today's activity, we will keep it till here for today. Mr. Farooq, you wanted to say something? Mr. Farooq, are you there? Okay, maybe he's not here. Okay, so let's wrap it up for today. This was a great class. So overall, what we learned today, let me just give you a recap again. So we learned how to describe places, how to talk about places, specifically our home, how we can ask questions about how the place is or how your home is, or we also learned how to answer these questions appropriately, how we can give some certain descriptions about our home, how we can talk about it. Then we did the same for things. We learned how to describe things, and we did it on a gadget. We learned it on a gadget. We described a gadget and we asked questions and we answered those questions with appropriate details. And we also practically had a conversation on it, right? And most importantly, in the end, we learned how to ask questions, how to form number of questions from multiple questions regarding one situation, right? When in one situation, we can turn multiple questions into one question. That is what we learned. I think this was one of the most important parts of our lesson today, because this is very necessary. Oftentimes, it is very common that in certain situations, we have to ask many questions to someone to know some details, right? So when we can just turn all these questions into one question, it's easier for the other person to understand as well as answer, right? So I think this was the most wholesome part of our lesson. I think so, personally. You can share your thoughts on that. So for today, this was all for our class. Thank you all very much. Many of them could not continue for such a long time, but four of you did continue. Thank you so much for that. And you actively participated. That is the main credit that I would like to give you all. So this was great. Thank you so much. Inshallah, we will see you in our classes that are our official classes. And for today, that's it. Sar would like to give some announcements to you. And if you have any queries, you can ask away.